the station working for you. This is WRTV News at 11, streaming now.
Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Amber Grigley. We begin with the latest on our storm chances as we head into the overnight hours. Let's get right over to Storm Team 6 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory.
And Amber, we had a few strong storms in central Indiana this evening, but they were very isolated. We're calm now. North of a Lafayette to Muncie line, still the chance for a couple of strong storms through the overnight hours. We'll talk about the threats here in a second. Have you stepped outside recently? Still 80 in Indy, and it is humid. Part of the transition period, though, are the thunderstorms that will lead to a much better feeling day, not necessarily tomorrow, but as we get to Tuesday. Scanning the skies in central Indiana, we're dry. Here's the broken line of thunderstorms. The stronger portion of this is to the north in Illinois. That's why as it moves east, it will impact northern Indiana. Could have a couple thunderstorms in central Indiana with some gusty winds, about 3 or 4 in the morning. 1 o'clock to 4, there's the line progressing into central Indiana. By 7 a.m., a few straggling showers. Those will move to the east. We'll talk about additional rain tomorrow as we transition to cooler temperatures. Again, northern Indiana, lower Michigan, the best chance for severe weather overnight. Damaging wind would be the main threat. Temperatures during the day tomorrow, instead of the 80s, like 87 today, we'll be in the 70s. We'll keep the chance of rain around. We'll talk about what a change in wind direction will do for the temperature and the humidity, and for how long. That's coming up.
All right, thanks, Kevin, for that weather update. The body of a Bloomington man who went missing after his vehicle was swept into floodwaters has been recovered. Bloomington police say the vehicle driven by 31-year-old Colton Bowie drifted into rapidly moving floodwaters yesterday near South College Avenue and West Dodge Street. Bowie's friend told police the vehicle eventually collided with an unknown object. The friend climbed out of the passenger window. He says he never saw Bowie or the vehicle after that. Bowie's body was found Sunday morning near Clear Creek. There's an important deadline looming for Indy 500 fans. Monday is the deadline to renew your tickets for the 2022 race. You can also request an upgrade at that time. You can go online, call, or come on down to the Speedway ticket office to get that done. Meanwhile, we're also looking ahead to August and a triple header at the track combining NASCAR and INDYCAR on August 14th and 15th. INDYCAR, NASCAR, Xfinity, and the Cup cars will all race on the road course that weekend. We talked with IMS President Doug Bowles about what he's expecting about that #1 fans in the stands.
We don't anticipate any restrictions. However, it's a few months away, so we'll see where that goes. So we're right now planning a normal attended event without any restrictions, but we're prepared to implement them if that's the case as we get a little bit closer. One thing we are doing for people that are buying tickets for the INDYCAR race or for the Cup race on the road course, when you buy tickets, we are trying to build in a little bit of space for people on either side of them. So in the event we have to figure it out, we don't have to go back and reseat everybody. So that we're already thinking about that a little bit. But right now, even at 40% capacity for the Speedway, the 135,000 people again, our Brickyard event typically brings in between 60 and 70,000 people. We hope this year maybe it goes up a little bit, but I don't think we're not going to reach that 40% capacity. So we feel like the number-wise, we're in good shape.
Bowles did say that unlike the 500, he expects the Midway will be open for the NASCAR INDYCAR weekend, but there won't be any concerts. Many people probably spent time with their fathers today on Father's Day, but some did not. A community leader held a fatherless Father's Day luncheon today geared toward young men who lack male role models in their life. WRTV Stephanie Wade was there and learned more about the special initiative.
A male role model is a big point in your life. So people around you, they're trying to help you. So just be careful who you listen to, because some people are fools and they'll lead you the wrong way.
The youngsters really don't have no one to fall back on.
And that's the problem. Folks who spent their lunch at Blended Family Event Center in Indianapolis feel today.
They can easily fall into traps out here, certain traps. And if you don't have nobody you can talk to, sometimes it can be kind of hectic for them, so they up against a lot nowadays opposed to when I was young.
The owner of Righteous Enterprise Roofing and Construction has made it his mission to mentor young men in the community and teach them life skills.
It's time to step up. Our youth is at hand, and we're letting it get out of our hands. So it's just bringing awareness that we can bring together resources and give back to the community in a good time and manner.
So today, Sean Jointer is hosting a fatherless Father's Day luncheon.
Give back to these children who don't have these father figures in their lives, because it's not their fault that these homes have been destroyed, or their fathers are incarcerated, or their mothers are just single mothers. We, at the end of the day, just need to step up to the plate as a decent human being and help these children.
How can you not be excited about doing something to help out our youth and at a time like this?
It's good because you get to see other kids spend time when they don't have a father for other people.
Giving back to the community through free giveaways, shirts, book bags, cash prizes, and gift cards.
If we pour into our kids like we want to pour into ourselves with vacationing and spending these resources, our families be a lot better off versus struggling here in society.
Showing everyone at home that anyone can do this and do their part to helping build a better future.
It's kind of a call out, a cry out. These kids really are trying to reach out to these adults, but in reality, they don't know how. And social media basically has forced them to think a certain way. So us as parents, we need to basically put our pride aside and our failures and all our other things that have hindered us from reaching back out to our children when we lost our relationships and just stepping back up to the plate. They just need love right now.
Stephanie Wade, WRTV.
Now, to learn more about what Righteous Enterprise does and get involved, visit www.righteousenterprise.com. Nearly 45% of the U.S. population is now fully vaccinated against coronavirus. That's 149 million Americans, according to the CDC. 16 states have already reached President Joe Biden's goal to vaccinate 70% of adults with at least one dose. 14 more states have vaccinated more than half of their residents and are well on their way to the president's goal. The current pace of COVID-19 vaccinations in the U.S. is about 1.3 million doses a day. Well, American Airlines says it's being forced to cancel hundreds of flights through at least mid-July. The company blames labor shortages and other factors, including the surge in demand for air travel. The airline had 120 cancellations on Saturday alone and is projecting at least 50 to 80 flight cancellations a day going forward. American Airlines customers who have been booked through July 15th will be notified so they can make travel adjustments in advance. In the historic Riverside neighborhood on Indy's west side, progress is being made on the 16 Tech Innovation District. It's a 50-acre live work and initiative community. The second building on campus, HQO, is now open. Our Nicole Griffin got the chance to go inside and meet some of the local business owners working there ahead of an opening celebration coming this week.
Get the bottom. Caitlin Vossler began crafting as a hobby when she was in college.
It started with soaps, and I would pour them into little molds, and then I started looking up different molds and saw some for planters. And I thought, well, that's fun to make a little planter for myself and then for friends, and then took them to little craft fairs, and it blew up from there.
Now the Indianapolis native is the owner of a business, Cream and Concrete.
We make basically all you see, the concrete home decor, concrete jewelry pieces.
Her products can be found in local stores and online. She even travels out of state to sell the items she was once making at home, but now she creates them here inside the Machine Activity Center at the 16 Tech Innovation District.
I was on Instagram and it looked like Machine had followed me, and I was interested in what it was, and I started researching a little bit through their Instagram, and it said it was a space to make things, and I said, that's exactly what I need.
Machine is a membership-based maker space inside the new 16 Tech headquarters called HQO.
It just was an opportunity to use a 3D printer, use woodworking, use different types of materials within my concrete and create new and exciting pieces, and it just gives me all the opportunities in the world.
Inside HQO is a second activity center called 1776. Here, there are private offices, startup garages, desks, and meeting rooms.
1776 is one of our new homes, and we're so thrilled.
Kara Hawkins is the owner and founder of Innova Artis, a design, marketing, and education lifestyle company based in Indianapolis.
It's so amazing for us to be here. A lot of us are moving around on project sites and things, virtual, our new world now. Throughout the day, we're here. We're crossing paths, we're having meetings with clients.
Her company is now also expanding inside the third activity space at HQO called the AMP. Located in the old service garage for the Indianapolis Water Company, the AMP is a food hall and artisan marketplace now home to Innova Wings and Greens.
Wanting to continue that level of innovation, not only in design, not only in marketing, education, and lifestyle, but with food. Because if we are not, that makes us happy. And if we're not receiving that comfort food that gets us through the day, who are we as an overall company?
That was my first piece.
For Vossler, the opportunity to work and create from 16 Tech is a huge opportunity, one she's still soaking in.
It's kind of been able to help me express what I like to do in a creative way and then live out my dream of working for myself and creating pieces. Very excited about all the opportunities that can come from just this space.
Working for you, Nicole Griffin, WRTV.
10 people, including 9 children, killed in a fiery highway crash. Up next, why investigators say nature played a key role in this tragedy.
From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at 11, streaming now.
Officials say a driver accidentally slammed into spectators at the start of a pride parade in South Florida, killing one person and seriously injuring another. The crash yesterday at the Wilton Manor's Stonewall Pride Parade initially drew speculation that it was a hate crime detected at gay community. However, officials now say it was most likely an accident. The 77-year-old driver was taken into custody, but police say no charges have been filed and the investigation is still ongoing. Just north of Montgomery, Alabama, a multi-vehicle crash has left 10 people dead, 9 of them children. Investigators believe this tragedy resulted from the effects of Tropical Storm Claudette. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert with the latest.
10 people are dead, including 9 children, after this horrific chain reaction crash on an Alabama highway. At least 18 vehicles involved in the pileup on Interstate 65 near Montgomery Saturday afternoon as Tropical Storm Claudette moved through the area. The county coroner says a car may have hydroplaned on the rain-slicked roads. Some of the vehicles involved burst into flames. Among the victims, 29-year-old Cody Fox and his 9-month-old daughter, Ariana. Also killed 8 children between the ages of 4 and 17.
And I'm sorry to say that we had 8 fatalities and 1 survivor.
Those 8 children were traveling in a van from the Tallapoosa County Girls Ranch, a home that helps at-risk children. The driver, Candace Gully, survived, bystanders pulling her from the burning wreckage.
They were not able to get to the children due to the intensity of the heat.
2 of Gully's children were among those killed. Michael Smith, the CEO of the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, had just visited the group in Gulf Shores.
They were returning from their vacation at the beach.
A GoFundMe page has been set up to help the victims of this tragic accident. The National Transportation Safety Board has launched an investigation into the crash, working with Alabama Highway Patrol. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Just about 17 minutes after 11 o'clock, the weather changes as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday. It's between now and then that you'll feel the humidity. We'll have some thunderstorms around as we transition to much better weather by Tuesday. And by the way, 2.5 minutes until summer officially arrives. We're just about there. Across central Indiana, we're dry. It's here. 3 different areas of thunderstorms. One northern Illinois. That will move along closer to the Indiana-Michigan state line. Then there's a little break. We've got what's in west central Illinois. That will move east. And then this probably that's just west of the Mississippi stays into southwest portions of the state. Additional thunderstorms overnight. I think they'll weaken as they continue to move into northwest and west central Indiana. There is the marginal or slight risk for a few storms to have some damaging wind. That's why the thunderstorm watch is in effect for the northern portion of the state. Temperature right now, 80 degrees in Crawfordsville, 80 in Indy, and upper 70s if you're not at that 80-degree mark. There's the warmth that stretches from the southwest all the way into the lower Great Lakes. But if you look to the northwest, this is where the cooler air will come from for us. Once we switch the wind direction, which begins tomorrow, we'll draw in the cooler, less humid conditions over the next couple of days. Overnight tonight, showers, thunderstorms enter the state. Again, they're weakening, the line breaking up just a little bit, but isolated strong storms northern Indiana as we work our way through the day tomorrow. Lots of clouds around, some additional showers as we get into the evening. There's really 2 different cold fronts that come through. The first in the morning tomorrow, another later in the day. That's what will flip our wind direction and really start to change our temperatures as we go into tomorrow night and Tuesday. Temperatures are coolest Tuesday during the afternoon. We warm back up a little Wednesday, but we're still in the 70s. And then as we get to the end of the work week, temperatures back into the 80s. A real drop in the humidity after tomorrow afternoon. Tuesday and Wednesday will feel great. Low humidity, temperatures in the 70s, lots of sunshine, pretty good combination on the way. 76 tomorrow, lots of clouds, again a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures in the middle to upper 70s later in the week. Look at the temperatures during the morning hours, Tuesday and Wednesday, down to 53 degrees Tuesday, 52 on Wednesday. 7-day forecast temperatures do start to come back, but at least we'll spend a couple of days with temperatures in the 70s, 84 Thursday. Chance of thunderstorms returns, Amber, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
All righty, well, you better keep your umbrella handy. Passion with a purpose. Still ahead on WRTV, the bittersweet story behind this luxury mobile barbershop that sparked one man to give back to his community in a unique way. Welcome back. Everything seems to be mobile nowadays. I'm sure many of us have either heard of or probably eaten food from a mobile food truck. But have you ever been to a mobile barbershop? WRTV's Megan Shen got a chance to check out Indy's first luxury mobile barbershop, which is here just in time for Father's Day weekend.
When you visit Broad Ripple, you might see a new mobile truck called New Element Barber. Inside, you'll find a fresh new style and a familiar face.
And it started on my front porch on 40th and Carrollton. Yes, here in Broad Ripple.
That's Antoine Booker. He's no stranger to Indy or to cutting hair. From tight hair designs to hot towel facials, he's a professional barber.
When I was in college, I had flyers made in Terre Haute called Cuts by Twan.
And Antoine got his nickname Cuts from cutting lots of hair at Indiana State University. Now he cuts the hair for the players at the NFL Combine yearly. But buying and working from this vehicle is a first.
And I never would have thought that I had a mobile barber truck until 2015. That's it, true story.
And it's his dream come true. It has music, candy for kids, drinks, and more. Anyone can get a luxurious haircut on wheels. He opened this mobile barbershop in October 2020, mid-pandemic. And Antoine says he's already seen tons of customers.
Honestly, hundreds. I'm serious.
Each time, people experience down-to-earth, authentic interactions.
He's having a rough day. First time meeting this guy, we cut the music off. We clicked like that, we were just talking. And he was like, man, I'm so glad I got my hair cut. I was going through something, didn't know what it was, made me feel good. I need this haircut, didn't even know you. And glad I booked my appointment, I promise. He's been here about 5 times since then.
And people leave with more than just a fresh haircut. but a fresh perspective and confidence boost.
It's not like a normal barber shop. We just go, oh, I got a great place. It's something special.
Pick up your feet and take their word for it.
This is somewhere where you can come and enjoy yourself and have a wonderful experience. And he's for the community.
His customers say Antoine's work ethic goes beyond the money he makes and starting a new business during the pandemic.
Yes, I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of him. I seen him struggle to get where he is now, and he made it. He didn't give up. He didn't stop. He kept going.
Antoine's motivations come down to the people in his pictures.
I started this for them.
That's his grandson and his son.
Oh, I miss him. God cut his cord. I watched coming to the world. Yeah, I miss my son. Absolutely.
His son died about 6 months ago.
You know, he got in these streets and made some bad decisions.
And on this Father's Day week,
appreciate that Father's Day.
His son's death not only fuels but focuses Antoine's business mission to help everyone.
Because I want to change the element of just hair cutting white, black, Mexican, everybody. I want to be a new element.
Especially young men by providing them haircuts and mentorship through work in the community.
And let them know there's other decisions we can make out here and have a better life to live. And by me starting this movement here in Indianapolis, I promise we're gonna blaze some trails in the city.
Working for you, Megan Shin, WRTV.
Such an amazing story, Antoine. Monday would have marked Antoine's son's 20th birthday. So Antoine signed up with Pride Academy. The owner is running a summer program in Washington Park, and he'll be there cutting the hair of young men every Tuesday for the next few weeks for the program, and also mentoring kids there. All right, stay with us. We'll be back with the news at 11 right after this break. All right, heads up, if you've ever been on a Carnival cruise, there is a chance your information may have been breached. Carnival says the breach happened back in March. It may have exposed information about both customers and employees who have traveled on Carnival, Holland American, and Princess Cruises. Some of the information that was exposed included social security numbers, passport number, and health information. Millions of people are gearing up for Amazon Prime Day deals, but discounts may not be as deep as we think. According to research by Adobe, discounts are usually less than 10% on Prime Days. Other big shopping days like Cyber Monday typically offer discounts around 20%, but that's not stopping people from adding to their cart. 3 in 5 people plan to shop during Prime Day. A third of them plan on spending money from their stimulus checks. Amazon Prime Day falls on Monday and Tuesday of this week. All right, hamburger-loving Hoosiers have the chance to try a variety of burgers across the city during Indianapolis Burger Week. Nearly 20 restaurants are participating, and each restaurant will offer a burger for $6. Organizers say Burger Week will draw hardcore burger fanatics and people that can appreciate a good hearty meal.
The number one thing you have to do every day is eat 3 times, at least twice. And if there's a burger promotion going on, why not get out and support these different places and try something new? The hopes for Indy Burger Week is to, you know, give some restaurants who have been struggling through the pandemic a lift, a week of heightened sales in a slower time period.
Now, there will be a passport. Visitors can get stamped for a chance to win prizes. And for more information and a list of participating restaurants, just head on over to our website, WRTV.com. All right, Kevin, one last look at that weather before we head out.
And tomorrow, the first full day of summer. How about that? Thunderstorms from Chicago to north of Peoria, and then a broken line down into portions of Missouri. I was just timing this out. What sits west of Peoria would arrive at the state line about 2 to 2:30 in the morning, and it should weaken as it moves to the east, but an isolated strong storm possible. Don't forget our Storm Shield app. It is free. It's a weather radio for your phone. It will wake you up. As long as your phone is charged, you're good to go.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for making WRTV your choice for news. Have a great night.